Welcome to Dad's Slightly Warped Bedtime Stories, where I share with you the very same stories I tell my own kids. The stories I tell are just fun for the sake of being fun. So as I tell my own kids, get yourself settled down, turn off your voices, and listen to this. What if once upon a time there was
a poop?
A giant piece of poop,
Yeah!
and the poop dropped out of a gigantic elephant. Plop. Right on the floor. No, floor, because it was in somebody's house. And the lady came charging out. Why in the world is there an elephant in the kitchen? And all she saw was a gigantic elephant butt. And it opened up and plop, more poop. Suddenly she had a huge mountain of poop in her kitchen. And she said, "Get out of here, get." And she grabbed
Elephant swaddle.
She grabbed an elephant swatter.
Yeah.
It was going to be a broom, is what I was thinking. Started spanking the elephant on the bottom. Whack, 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 whack. Get out, get out of my
Then she
kitchen.
grabbed the elephant swaddle.
Then the elephant swatter, she pulled that out. It was just like a fly swatter, but about 500 times larger. Not really. Maybe 15 times larger. And she swung it like a baseball bat and went whack. The elephant went and let out a huge stream of poo. Wham! Slammed her against the wall. Just plastered her there up against the wall. And she slid down slowly, and there was a perfect poop shadow of her on the wall where she had been blasted. Except it was like poop all around except where she was. And she slid down, and then a minute later she came to and woke up, and the elephant was still there. And the bottom was puckering this way and that, and like getting ready to poop some more. She said, no, elephant. Get out of my kitchen. She got up and she grabbed her TENS unit that she uses for her sore muscles.
Her what? TENS unit.
TENS unit. And she slapped the two electrodes on the elephant's bottom and turned it on full blast. The elephant opened up, puckered, and then opened up and went blap. Huge, gigantic tube of like cookie dough consistency poop.
You
Shot straight out.
spit in my eye.
Well, I gotta tell it in a way that you can believe it. It feels like you're really there. Pooh, pooh, pooh. And it wrapped itself around her like an anaconda snake. And it's like a gigantic poop coil wrapped around her. And she like couldn't get it off. Pretty soon her husband woke up, wondered what was going on downstairs. Came downstairs and said, "Honey, why you got a big old coil of feces hanging around?" It's because this darn elephant in the kitchen. Well, why is there a darn elephant in the kitchen? I don't know. Well, did you get the broom? Yes. Did you get the elephant swatter? Yes. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you go get my TENS unit? I did that already. This is how I got this coil of anaconda poop around me. Well, I'm running out of ideas. How about if we just ask it nicely? She said, well, I haven't tried that. Here, uncoil this feces off of me, and I'll ask him. Okay. So he uncoiled it, and she walked over to the front of the elephant and said, "Elephant, would you kindly get out of my kitchen?" And the elephant shook his head. Mm-mm. How about if I give you a banana? Mm-mm. How about if I give you a whole bunch of oats? Mm-mm. Would you go outside for a whole jar of peanut butter? Mm-hmm. Okay, come on outside. And he said, he shook his head. What do you mean, no? I thought you said you would come out. And he starts looking around and shrugs his shoulders. Oh, you want to see the peanut butter jar first? Mm-hmm. So she went downstairs and pulled out this gigantic emergency peanut butter that she had. It was in a 5-gallon bucket. She brought it up. It was weighed like 75 pounds. So she's a strong woman, though. She hoisted it upstairs. Said, here it is. Here's our gigantic tub of peanut butter. And the elephant's eyes lit up, got really big, and a big old smile came across the elephant's face. And the tusks even curled up a little bit more. And he looked like a gigantic gray Grinch who just got a great idea. And she said, okay, let's go outside. And she rolled the big barrel outside and got a big can opener, started cranking it open. And the elephant followed her out. And she got it open, and he stuck his trunk down in there and went, just started scooping it all out. About 5 minutes later, all 5 gallons of peanut butter were gone. And the elephant had a big smile, and he was like rocking back and forth, like so happy, so happy, so happy. And the lady said, well, I'm glad you like that peanut butter. Now, you can come back and visit once in a while, but I can't always give you this much peanut butter, because that peanut butter cost me like $100. And next time, please don't poop all over my kitchen. The elephant said nothing, because the elephants can't talk, but he sort of nodded his head and started walking away. And then he stopped, and he was in the middle of their grassy lawn in front, and he started feeling something, a rumble in his stomach. And it started going, and he thought, oh no, something's going to happen. And he sat down, and suddenly he started pooping. But it wasn't just poop. It was like a rocket jet of poo coming out. Pure peanut butter elephant poo. And it just went, and he lifted up off the ground. And he started going up into the air. And her grass was ruined, of course, just completely ruined. But he kept going up higher and higher and higher. And she screamed, elephant, elephant, what happens when you run out of poo? You're going to come down really hard. You know, the elephant didn't stop pooping. It just kept going and going and going. And it went up into space. And finally it stopped pooping. But the poor elephant was in space. And he was completely frozen solid. And he was in orbit around the Earth. And then slowly, gently, he came back into the atmosphere. He got heated up again and re-entered the Earth's atmosphere and thawed out. And then he woke up. It was like he coming out of a dream. He woke up and his ears opened up like Dumbo. And he caught some air and he came gently flying down to Earth and landed right in this gigantic expanse of grass that was filled with peanut butter and feces. And it just so happens that's right where he launched off from. And the lady came out, she was thinking, oh, I'm glad I had an elephant for a while. And she looked out in her front lawn and there it is sitting there. And she said, oh no, you're back. How'd you get back here? The elephant shrugged his shoulders. And then the elephant started walking into the house. And she said, no, don't stop. You can't come in, no. And nothing's stopping that elephant because it weighs several tons. It's plowed straight through the front door. Right into the kitchen. Pinched out a big old elephant loaf. Right on the floor. She said, oh, no. You pooped on my kitchen floor again. So she grabbed a fly swatter. Started whacking him. Elephant swatter. Whack. Shot a big old bunch of poop at her. She landed against the wall, slid down, the whole thing over again. Husband comes downstairs. Honey, why are you covered in elephant poop again? The elephant's back. Did you try the elephant swatter? Yes, I tried the elephant swatter. Did you give us more peanut butter? No, we're all out of peanut butter. Oh, well, how about if we tell him that the neighbors have lots of peanut butter? Oh, that's a good idea. Then he'll go over there and bother them and poop in their kitchen. Okay. You know what? Randy, just down the street, Well, I don't like him one bit. Let's send him over there. Okay. So she went over to the elephant's ear and whispered, our neighbor, 2 doors down and we're across the street. His name is Randy, and he has lots of peanut butter. The elephant perked up. His elephant ears got big and stood up. And he went straight out the front door. Right through the door, right down the street. And they just sat there on the porch and relaxed and watched the elephant walk away. A couple minutes later, they heard, "Hey! What's this elephant doing in my kitchen? Hey, no! Hey, he's pooping!" The end. Thank you for listening to The Elephant Pooping in the Kitchen. Now go check out some of my other stories.